Hi, I'm David. I'm a dementia carer and a tech evangelist. I'm going to give you a tour of my grandmother's studio apartment and the technology I use to help her live independently and give me peace of mind. Let me start by saying everyone's journey with dementia is unique, but I hope to give you the inspiration to find the devices that work best for you and your family. I read and respond to as many of the comments as I can, so I would love to learn how you incorporate technology into dementia care. All of the devices I mentioned in this video can be found in the description below. I will do a deep dive into all of the devices mentioned in subsequent videos, so make sure you subscribe and follow us on all social media platforms. Amazon Alexa is the backbone of my grandmother's home. I actually have two Alexa devices. The Echo Show 5 is a primary device that I use with her, and the Echo Flex is used as a doorbell, which I'll get to in the next segment. I got my grandmother her Alexa device after learning the power of music to treat people with dementia. At first, I got her a radio and she wouldn't remember to turn it on. So I got her an Alexa so I can program it to automatically turn on to play her favorite music on Amazon Music. Her Echo Show 5 has a screen and subtitles the music so she can sing along. Besides music, Alexa is great at keeping her socially connected. During lockdown, the befriending service that would come around and take her for a walk couldn't do so. To keep her socially connected, they conducted video calls via her Alexa device, and this was delighting to her and completely free for her and the befriending service. She could also call her siblings with her voice and no need to remember their phone numbers. One of Alexa's best features is safety. My grandmother has a propensity to leave the phone off the hook, which makes me very nervous when I can't reach her. Whenever this happens, I use the drop-in feature on the Alexa app. It's akin to a home camera and lets me call her directly without the need for her to pick up. As I mentioned, I'm going to do a more in-depth video on the benefits of Alexa for dementia care in another video. But stay tuned to the end of this video to see how GG Care's Alexa skill transforms an Alexa device into a virtual dementia care companion. The Ring doorbell was one of the biggest differences to my grandmother's quality of life and my peace of mind. There is an extensive range of Ring devices. I chose the Ring Door View because I think it's best for flats and apartments. It simply replaced her existing peephole, so installation was easy. It also has a knock sensor, which made me feel more secure because people cannot bypass announcing their arrival. The Ring doorbell ties in well with her aforementioned Alexa. Alexa alerts her when her Ring doorbell rings and shows the video of the person at the door. As a backup, I can also use the Echo Flex as a chime for the doorbell in case she accidentally turns off the power to her Echo Show 5. I could also get an alert on my phone to check whenever her doorbell rings. I primarily use this feature to keep track of the care agency that visits her every day, by making sure they are punctual and there is consistency in the same person visiting her, and not swapping for someone new every day. I also have the option to get alerts from the motion sensor whenever someone is loitering in front of the door, or a kind neighbor is cleaning the common area. With a premium subscription, I can retain the video so I can analyze the activity at a later date. Lastly, there's no wiring necessary, not even for a power source, as it uses a battery. To make sure the doorbell is operational at all times, I bought an additional battery. Whenever I get a low battery alert, I merely switch the batteries and charge the dead one. For the next device, let's stay at the door. In addition to the video doorbell, I also put a smart contact sensor on the door itself. I personally use the Samsung SmartThings multi-purpose sensor. Safety is of course my primary concern, and the door sensor lets me know whenever the door is open. Basically, it's my last line of defense against wandering. I get an alert on my phone as soon as the door is opened, closed, or left open. Continuing with the SmartThings range, I also use their smart plug. A smart plug is one of the most versatile smart home devices you can get. I will be going into detail about how I use a smart plug in future videos, so make sure you subscribe. In my grandmother's case, I attached the smart plug to her kettle. Maintaining hydration has always been a challenge. Tea is her most consumed beverage by far, so I'm able to see whenever she boils the kettle to prepare a cup of tea. Another Samsung SmartThings device I use is the motion sensor. I use it to make sure she's active and walking about. This helps me identify when support is needed and when she's managing independently. Motion sensors have a lot of other applications as well, which I will discuss in subsequent videos. It can be difficult getting the balance right between keeping someone with dementia safe and secure while still allowing them as much freedom as possible. Indoor cameras are my last resort to safety. As a carer, I made a decision that I need them, but use it very sparingly. For her house, I chose the Blink indoor camera security system, mainly because it was the system I was already using in my own home. So I would like to know what system everybody else uses, if they use them at all. I have one of them set up in the hallway and another in the main room. The camera in the main room is only used if she is not picking up the phone or I do not see her when I dial into her Echo Show 5. I use the camera in the hallway as a part of an alarm whenever we go out. I'm thinking of a way to turn on the camera as soon as the door opens. If you have any suggestions, put them in the comments. According to the NHS, most people with dementia and older people in general benefit from better lighting in their home. It can help avoid confusion and reduce the risk of falls. If I left her to her own devices, my grandmother would be content to sit in the dark. There are a lot of smart lights available. I chose the Philips Hue system because of the prestigious brand name recognition and easy connectivity to other devices. You can get a color light bulb or a white one. I chose the white, but I'm interested in experimenting with the color bulbs as well. I also got her a dimmer switch because, let's face it, Grandma's not going to go into that mobile app to dim the lights. People with dementia often have problems with sleeping and may experience changes in their sleep schedule. According to the Alzheimer's Association, when managing sleep changes, non-drug coping strategies should always be used first. Lighting is also a part of that, so I program her lights to gradually come on during the sunset, so she's not sitting in the dark as I mentioned before. To get her relaxed and ready to sleep, I set the lights to gradually dim starting half hour before she's ready to go to bed. It's important that they gradually turn on as to not startle her. The Alzheimer's Association recommends maintaining regular times to go to sleep and getting up. The Withings Health Sleep Sensing Pad gives me the information I need to help my grandmother maintain her sleeping patterns. In addition to scoring the regularity of her sleep, I can see the duration, the depth, the number of interruptions, time to sleep, sleeping heart rate, and more. The weekly and monthly trends are also available to view on the app, and the report is exportable so I can share it with her doctor or whoever is involved in her care. I also find it really useful to see how much she gets up in the middle of the night and how long she spends out of bed before getting back in bed. This can be a wandering episode, or if she's going to the toilet frequently, a sign of a urinary tract infection or other condition. I was using her Fitbit to study her sleep patterns, but it was too inconsistent. Not being charged, charging while she was sleeping, and a host of other reasons, so I got her the sleep analyzer. Specifically, I got her the Withings Sleep Sensing Pad. I chose the Withings Sleep Sensing Pad because once it's set up, there's nothing else to do. It's flat pad that sits between the mattress and the bed frame and provides clinically validated data about her sleeping patterns. The Sleep Sensing Pad also has a lot of other features such as turning on lights when getting out of bed, but I will discuss those in future videos. As I mentioned, Fitbit can also track her sleeping patterns, but that wasn't the reason I got it for her. She was having a hard time keeping track of time. One day when we were watching TV, she said, "Why is it 9 o'clock and still so dark?" She thought it was 9 in the morning and not 9 in the evening. This can happen to people with dementia because they can forget that they had a day. I thought about getting her a traditional watch, but hey, I'm a tech guy. Why would I do that? After doing some research, I decided to get her the Fitbit Versa 2. While the Fitbit Versa is not the cheapest smartwatch on the market, it is good value for money and comes packed with incredible features. You get a heart rate monitor, a step counter, a calorie counter, a sleep tracker, all in a waterproof design. Although there are cheaper models, the big watch face was a big selling point because it made it much easier for her to interact with the watch. I could choose from a number of watch screens, which works for her, and she loved it. She liked seeing how many steps she did in a day and her heart rate. When we went for a walk in the park, I used the heart rate monitor in the Fitbit app to make sure she wasn't overexerting herself. If her heart rate reached a certain level, we can stop and take a break. Although the Fitbit Versa 2 has a long 5-day battery life, charging could be an issue. To make it easier to charge, I bought her a simple charger to replace the one that came with the watch. She found it more intuitive, and this leads me to how I created GG Care. She wasn't remembering to charge her watch, which wasn't a problem because I was living with her at the time and I can charge it whenever the Fitbit app gave me a low battery notification. However, I wanted her to learn how to charge her watch, so I created an Alexa skill that reminded her to charge it and gave her step-by-step instructions via an interactive dialogue. After 2 weeks, she no longer needed the reminders and it became part of her natural routine. I wanted to create other reminders to help her live independently, and thus, GG Care was born. GG Care is an Alexa skill and app that transforms an Alexa device into a virtual dementia care companion. GG Care helps people living with dementia stay independent and helps them build and maintain routines. GG Care also helps carers save some time and get a little respite. Let's watch me set up a voice task using GG Care. I created an appointment for my grandmother. I want to set up a reminder for a dentist appointment. It's going to rain, so I will let Alexa remind her to bring her umbrella. She doesn't typically leave the house with her umbrella because she forgets it's in the coat closet, so GG Care will remind her to look there. The only thing left to do is set the frequency, date, and time. At the scheduled time, Alexa will remind her of the task and guide her to open GG Care's voice app. Then GG Care helps her complete the task with a series of questions and prompts.
Hello, Debbie. It's almost time to go to the dentist. Do you know where your umbrella is located?
No.
You should be able to find your umbrella in the coat closet.
The tasks range from everyday life activities like taking medication, eating, and showering, and fun things like chair exercise videos and phone calls to keep socially connected. GG Care's dashboard allows carers to manage and observe the voice tasks from anywhere using a computer, tablet, or smartphone. When repeated, these reminders help her maintain her routine. It's easy to use and just as easy to set up. GG Care gives me and other carers peace of mind without having to bombard their loved ones with phone calls. And the best part, it's a free service. The only required purchase is an inexpensive Alexa device which can be bought on Amazon and set up the next day. Help your loved one maintain their routine and increase their independence. You can get started with your free virtual dementia care companion at gg.care. Thank you for making it all the way to the end of the video. What were your thoughts on my list of tech products that I incorporate in my grandmother's care? You can let me know by leaving a comment. Thanks for watching.